Livingston and Tangela too, and our host Vincent Van Dahl, and he brings it to ya! Creature features and all creatures and all creatures, and the creature gonna get you tonight. You better not turn out your bedroom light. He'll grab your head and give it such a bite. You may even die, just from a fright. You ain't nothing gonna be, baby. You ain't nothing gonna be alright. 'Cause the creature gonna get you, baby. Gonna get you tonight.
This could very well be the most impressive film we've ever shown.
Not even close.
What in God's name are you talking about, old bean? It's the most unique dinosaur movie ever made. It has pageantry and grandeur and splendor and melodrama and glamour.
Hardly.
It's an absolute jubilee of prehistoric hysteria. One might even say that it's prehysterical.
Oh, ha ha ha. Now stop ignoring your viewers and provide them with a proper reception.
Yes, I was just thinking I should like to do just that. Welcome to Creature Features. I'm your host, Vincent. The lovely little sprite off to my port side is the Archduchess of the Polter Manor, the terribly troublesome and terminally teenaged Tangela. And the gloomy and morose bloke on the other side is Livingston, who is normally of an amiable temperament, though who unfortunately views our program as inane, ludicrous, puerile, and nonsensical.
Don't forget frivolous.
Says the man who continuously listens to records made by Florence Foster Jenkins as she operatically massacres a variety of Mozart's arias.
Says the man who thinks that C sharp and D flat are two entirely different notes.
And they bloody well are. Unbeknownst to the man with eardrums so untrained, he couldn't differentiate the variance between a violin and a bloody viola. Onward. Tonight we'll take in an amazing film which I can almost guarantee you've never ever seen ever yet before. It's aptly titled Cowgirls vs. Pterodactyls. It was made by our dear friend Joshua Kennedy in 2021 and is the newest film we've ever shown here on Creature Features. It might also wind up to be quite possibly the best. Tangela says that this movie is almost as good as Sharknado 3 and could have been even better had it also featured David Hasselhoff and Bo Derek. I thought David Hasselhoff ceased acting after that atrocious hamburger fiasco. Weird. In any case, the movie is about cowgirls fighting pterodactyls, and it shall be quite something to behold, almost like our guests, because there is no better way to watch a dinosaur movie than with the cast from Land of the Lost. For joining us tonight will be Will and Holly from that fabulous program. And while the father and Chaka couldn't make it, there's a slight chance we might come across a slee stack. Wesley Yore and Kathy Coleman will tell us all about this fantastic show, clue us in about the Croft convention they recently attended, and opine about tonight's fabulous feature film. So don't go away, because it will be a prehistoric night of dinosaur fright right here on Creature Features.
If the slee stack sleeps dropping, I shall not be cleaning up after it.
Don't worry, I think it's housebroken. Stay tuned.
Portions of this program are brought to you by Micromat, making products that keep your Macintosh running at its best.
Welcome to Land of the Lost. Nope, that's what we're doing tonight, Land of the Lost. I will not call it Creature Features tonight because we are doing Land of the Lost, Dinosaur Land. Right?
Run, Holly, run! There's a flea sack.
Daddy,
got
do
him.
something.
There's a dinosaur. Watch out, Holly!
See?
Watch out!
I should be the narrator. So Will and Holly went out into the forest, and what's the name of that little dinosaur you used to ride around on?
Dopey.
Dopey.
He was my pet, my baby brontosaurus.
Yeah.
Anyways, if you have not ascertained yet, we have Will and Holly from Land of the Lost, better known as Kathy Coleman and Wesley Yore, and your name.
Yes, Vincent.
Your name.
Your
Your name.
Yes, it's mine, not yours.
No, it's a wonderful name. No, it's a splendid name. Now, I'd like to know, did you invent the euro?
No, I did not. But I'll be gladly to accept some.
Yes, no. So
Thank you.
We should start the Wesley Yore Euro Foundation. Wouldn't that be fun?
Oh.
No, that's silly. Let's talk about tonight's film. Cowgirls and Pterodactyls.
You could not have picked a better film for us. Oh,
You know, I didn't.
Pterodactyls, I love it.
I didn't. I was speaking to the filmmaker Joshua Kennedy, who made this film tonight. And I'm telling him, you're going to be on the show, and I'm here. I didn't know what movie to show. And he goes, well, I've got a film called Cowgirls and Pterodactyls. And I said, that would be bloody perfect. Absolutely bloody perfect. She could have been a cowgirl on Land of the Lost.
I was. I rode the brontosaurus.
But she did not have the proper uniform.
Well,
The chaps
I had
and the hat
wallabies.
and- Yeah. You actually were quite Western, though, right?
I was in cords and
You
a
had the
checkered
cord.
shirt.
And the checkered shirt.
Yeah.
Looked like an Italian restaurant.
Right.
Yes, it was lovely with
Yeah.
pigtails.
And so your fashion style on that show was what?
Mine was a blue shirt open down to my navel. It was the 70s, after all.
Well, you were a handsome lad.
Well,
I mean,
And a gold chain.
Yes.
And
You had a
feathered
gold
hair.
chain.
I had a gold chain. I
No.
wore a gold chain, and the second day of shoot, Marty Croft produced the show.
Right.
Marty comes up and goes, "What's that around your neck?" And I go, "It's a gold chain." He says, "You can't wear that." I said, "Marty, I was wearing it yesterday. Do you want to refilm everything we shot yesterday?"
no, right.
He goes, "It's all right, keep it."
right. So did it stay for the entire?
It did. It did.
Wow. Well, if I remember correctly, at the time, puka shell necklaces
Oh, for huge.
were the thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
those things
and the turquoise ones, the little turquoise beads.
Yeah,
the blue ones.
Phil Paley, who was Chaka, he made me one when
Oh, he did.
he used to have a crush on me.
He used to have a crush on you, but it stopped once he got to know you.
No,
what
and
happened?
then later in life, he had a bigger crush on me.
No. Well, why
Yes.
aren't you not married? Because he's a monkey man. That's why, right?
He was
Oh,
the
makes
gorilla
sense.
her dreams.
The gorilla. You guys have all the Land of the Lost jokes. You're not going to let me make any, are you? No, you're the best ones. All right. Well, what do you say we start this film, and then when we come back, I want to see this dinosaur head thing you had
Okay,
made.
I brought him.
She had something commissioned by a dinosaur maker, right?
That's right.
A dinosaur maker. All right. Don't go away. Wonderful film, wonderful guests, and at some point we'll bring Tangela back too. See you soon. Welcome back to Creature Features. You know, you're a singer. We're going to make up a song called Welcome Back to Creature Features.
Welcome back to Creature Feature.
You know, we have big bands. No saxophones, though.
No, okay.
I despise the saxophone.
But can we have some dancing girls and
I love
something-
dancing
yeah,
girls.
and
Dancing
sets to
girls.
fly in.
And then she could be like what's the front dancing girl called?
I
the
actually
lead
saw
one.
Kathy when she was a little girl on Land of the Lost. She was in the Macy's Day Parade.
I saw the video.
Yes, and she was singing "Somewhere Over the Rainbow." She
Right.
was doing the Judy Garland role,
Right.
standing on the top of one of the big floats. It was fabulous.
You could find that on YouTube, can you not?
Yes, and it's also like been posted a bunch of times on my Facebook page.
Right. So
Yeah.
adorable. She's still adorable.
She's very adorable.
You're both adorable still.
We're like brother and sister.
We
I love her.
really
Like-
are.
but-
We really are.
We really
No.
are. You know what? I've always said that the Crofts didn't just cast my TV family; they cast my real life family. So we have been so close all of our lives.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to talk about those two in a minute. Sid and Marty.
Yes.
Croft. Kraftwerk. Why don't they start a company called Kraftwerk?
Kraftwerk, yes.
That would have been nice, right?
It's the world of Sid and Marty Krofft, though, and we are part of that world.
Kraftwerk. Perfect. One sentence, one syllable, two syllable thing.
We recently-
Let's talk about this movie quickly. So, all we've seen is silhouettes of the pterodactyls. However, I've seen some of this film, and the pterodactyls look like something we'd see in Land of the Lost,
We
which
had
they were
them.
both in.
Yes.
We had them.
We had, they were like flying
Right.
around the land of the lost.
Right.
Yeah, and the eggs, the Sleestack, instead of pterodactyls, we had Sleestack that were hatched. These creatures in
Right,
the eggs.
right.
And
right.
we also had a baby Tyrannosaurus Rex, Squirt, or whatever his name
Squirt.
was. Junior.
Junior, that's it,
All right,
yes.
we're going to get into the fine details of your show, but you need to finish telling me the story about the elevator.
Oh, okay. So,
So start from the beginning so the
Okay.
audience knows what
okay,
happened.
we're in a hotel,
Right.
and we are getting ready to leave, but we decide that we have an appointment, but we're gonna go quickly to Starbucks and grab a mocha frap.
Starbucks is a coffee distribution center, in case you don't know.
Okay, so we go jump in the elevator, and there's this man and woman in there, and it's mother and son, and all of a sudden the elevator door closes, we hit the button, and nothing happens. We're stuck in the elevator, and we're like laughing because we know it's going to open in a minute, but it doesn't. And so we've now got the fire department on the phone. They're on their way and
So
everything.
you're literally stuck.
We got stuck in the
big
hotel.
time.
Yeah, coming here. So we were stuck in there. Were 5 of us in this thing. And it's getting hot, pushing the emergency button.
We have the woman talking, the fire department's talking, he's on his cell phone talking to emergency people. And then all of a sudden, the guy that was with his mom, he says the funniest line ever. We had told him, of course, because we had to do a show, too, a live podcast with Sid Krofft.
We were just about to go on the air live
Right.
on Instagram.
Yeah.
Right.
And so then he says, when this door opens when they get us out of here and the door opens and I see dinosaurs on the other side, he goes, I'm gonna die. And that
Speaking
was
of
just
which,
dopey.
that's her puppet being controlled by someone back behind the couch.
Yes.
You could possibly
I wish
guess
I had
whom.
some strawberries for you, but I'm
And landed
So
up-
you
it
got
fresh
out of
out.
the elevator, right?
Yes.
Obviously.
So we're stuck in there, and Sid Krofft's actual show starts on Instagram. So in the elevator, we're live
You
with
did
Sid
it.
Krofft
Yeah.
in the elevator going, Sid,
The show
we're
must
stuck.
go on.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
We're in
You're
there.
dedicated. You know, we would have brought all this to the elevator had you not gotten out, just to finish that show.
Well, they
You know,
were
our shows.
talking to us from the other side of the elevator
so
and saying,
funny.
are you guys okay in there?
Yeah, it was. Oh, hello, Dopey. How are you? Nice
So-
to see you.
All right, so glad you got out. Everything went well there. But tell me about this small monstrosity
Well,
that Tangella is operating from behind.
He actually, hi Tangella. He actually is responsible for his favorite line in Land of the Lost. Of
Which
all
is?
Oh my God,
time.
my favorite. Dopey's caught in a tree.
Right.
He can't get out. He's going, ah, making all this noise, and a Tyrannosaurus Rex Grumpy's going, "Roar," it's coming to eat him.
Right.
And I'm trying to make Dopey move back up out of the
Right.
tree,
Right.
and I'm yelling, move back, and Dopey won't. Dopey's going, ah, and I finally go, do you want to be dinosaur stew?
That's a great line.
Yes, and Dopey goes, flips back. It's animated. Goes, flips back, goes, flips back, and runs away. It's my
So-
favorite line in Land of the Lost.
So you know what just completely amazed me right now is you use the same sound for Dopey as you do for a pterodactyl.
Yes, I
So
get
let me
confused with my
do
dinosaurs.
a pterodactyl. Now do Dopey. Now do Dopey. I rest my case. All right. So we need to get back to this film.
Yes, we do.
All right. So we're going to get back to this film. When we come back, we're going to hear all about Croft Con, right?
Oh yeah, that was a blast.
That was a blast. All right. Off we go. Back to Cowgirls and Pterodactyls. When we come back, we're going to hear about Croft Con. Don't go away, please. Welcome back to the show. What happened to the land of the lost people?
They got lost in the land.
No, I think she threatened them with a miniature sickle. She's so mean. You know, they come so far away. They came all the way from the land of the lost to sit on that couch, and you shooed them away. You know, she claims this is her couch. It's not. No, that couch is too big for a tiny person like you. Anyways, we're going to do some mail as they stepped away, probably to go speak to their agents, right? I think they're going to make another Land of the Lost movie, and I think they're going to star in this one instead of that vile Will Ferrell bloke.
Oh.
We don't want to see him in Land of the Lost again, do we? All right, how about some mail, Mr. Livingston?
I have 2 cards that represent the Kölner Cathedral in Germany.
Oh, no. You've been here, right?
I've been there many times.
All right, so let's show the photos first. We've got 2 postcards. One is this one. They're both from the same bloke, right?
From Cologne.
From Cologne?
Well, he's not from Cologne.
No, he says he's in San Jose.
Yes.
Do you know the way to San Jose?
I want to spend some time, get peace of mind in San Jose.
Which way does this one go? Oh, it goes like this.
Yes.
All right, so this one goes like this, and this one goes like this. All right, so this guy, he goes, Vincent Tangella and Mr. Livingston. One movie, Tourist Trap, 1979, and the other one says, Tangella, get these guys to show Tourist Trap from 1979. Thank you. Eric in San Jose. You put his address. Should we read his address on the air?
No.
Oh, all right. Anyways, thanks for writing. We will look into that film. Have you heard of that film, Tom? Tourist Trap?
We'll look into it.
I've heard of it.
No, you've just heard of tourist traps because you've lived in many of them.
Perhaps.
He's like, he wants to turn this place into a tourist trap.
I do not.
Yes, you do. All right. How you doing, Mr. Livingston?
Somewhat better.
Somewhat better. He's peeved because I bickered with him during the commencement.
You do bicker.
No, you bicker with me. You're just supposed. If you would just stand there and do the introduction with me, there'd be no bickering. He always has to disagree with me because he always thinks he's right. All right, this one is from Scott Callison in Brentwood, California. Is this the same Brentwood that we lived in?
No.
Oh, I see, San Francisco Bay Area. You know, in California, there are 2 Brentwoods. There is one that has an actual zip code, right? This is the one with the zip code.
Yes.
A postal code. And the other one is a piece of LA, and I think it's just like a neighborhood, right?
Yes.
Anyways, I had a place in Brentwood, and then OJ thing happened, and the neighborhood went to pits. So after that, we went to Beverly Hills, right?
Unfortunately.
No, not unfortunately. It was as nice of you on the hill instead of looking at the
Non-stop
405
action.
all day. All right, this is from Scott Callison. He says, Dear Creature Features, Motley Crue. That makes no sense to me. We're not Motley Crue.
He's calling us a motley crew.
Oh, he's using the parochial version of Motley Crue. I understand. All right, so having started my Creature Features journey back in the analog Wilkins era, I was dead set against the very idea of a revival of my beloved late night Fright Fest. Then I saw your show and was quickly smitten with your unique chemistry and entertaining shenanigans. That's a word I have not heard in some time. Shenanigans.
Entertaining?
No, shenanigans. We are most entertaining.
Indeed.
We were often called. Did you see that? He slipped an insult in on me. That was quite clever. All right. I also really appreciate the Easter eggs from the old show that have made it into the current one, like Vincent's yellow velvet covered chair. All right. The skull and the candle, that, and the Make America Strong Watch Horror Film sign. So this chair has nothing to do with Wilkins' rocking chair. You know, I was thinking of getting a rocking chair, and I sat in one and I almost fell off. So no rocking chairs for me. And this one just ended up being yellow, so that was a coincidence. The skull and the candle is, I believe it's law. It's, legally, you must, if you're a horror host, you must have a skull and a candle on your table, right?
I believe that to be true.
To get the permit to be a horror host, you have to do this. And this one was provided by Tangella. This is some poor bloke she dug up in the cemetery, and she stuck a candle in his head, and she used a Makita drill with a very large bit to make that work. I've seen her do these. You know, if you sold those, you could make like $20 each on these.
She could be arrested.
eBay. What, for the grave robbing portion? Yeah. All right, don't do it. Forget I said it. All right. In closing, I was wondering if you would consider showing Invasion of the Saucermen. It's public domain for a reason, but the monster designs are classic. Have we done that one?
We haven't, not yet.
Well, we should do that one soon. All right. You might get your wish there. All the best to the whole Creature Feature family, both in front of and behind the camera. Scott Callison, Brentwood, California. Say hi to OJ for us, Scott. That'd be funny if he moved from one Brentwood to the other, wouldn't it?
It would be quite the coincidence.
This man has no sense of
This
humor.
is from Oakland, Douglas Dover.
Oakland, California?
Yes.
Did you say Douglas Dover? It's
Cover.
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 What kind of name is Douglas Cover? And he spells Douglas with 2 S's. All right, let's find out what Douglas has to say in his neatly typed letter. Greetings to Vincent, the host of Creature Features. Thank you. As well as to Livingston, his factotum, who is perhaps also Vincent's majordomo, and to the young lady Tangella, who appears to be a ward of the estate. I have become aware after watching your show for some time that you don't appreciate long letters. That's why then I chose to write to you. I decided that I would limit the length of this epistle. I soon realized, however, that in order to come to the end of the letter, I would first have to pass the halfway point in the middle of the letter, but that having passed this point, I would then have to pass a point that was midway between the middle of it and at the end. What in God's name is this man's problem?
I think he's giving you a hard time.
Oh, all right. Once this midway point was achieved, I would then have to pass another point midway between this point and this culmination of this communication. This led to the realization that there would be an infinite number of midway points to be passed before the end could be reached, making it impossible to ever finish the letter. Rather than send you an interminable missive, I decided it would be better not to write any letter at all, and this is exactly what I haven't done. Doug Cover, Oakland, California. Doug, I have absolutely no response to this. I just frankly don't know what to
It's a
say.
philosophical story, actually, about the tortoise and the hare.
What in God's name are you talking about?
The theory is that if the tortoise goes first, the hare has to make up at least half the distance in order to catch up with it. But
He's
the tortoise
gone mad.
is moving, so it just keeps.
You
Read it.
Doug, please write to Mr. Livingston next time, and then he could read it on the air, and he could explain it as he reads it. Is that it for mail?
Unfortunately, yes.
All right, that's it for mail. If you'd like to send us mail of your own, send it to the address you see over here, email. Or if you'd like to send a beautiful postcard through the post, send it to the address you see right here. We'll be right back with the crew from the Land of the Lost. But first, let's get back to Cowgirls versus Pterodactyls.
Portions of Creature Features are brought to you by the Winchester Mystery House in San Jose, California. Explore the mystery at winchestermysteryhouse.com.
Welcome back to the show. We are watching Cowgirls versus Pterodactyls, and we're learning a bit about the Cowgirls. One of them.
Yes,
a
Winchester.
Woman
Yeah,
of-
those repeaters, yeah.
Right, but she had like a different job before.
She liked the nightlife.
She changed
She liked to
professions.
boogie.
She went to the oldest profession to the second oldest profession.
Gunslingerette.
She did
Was
the
the second
boogie
oldest
woogie.
profession. I don't know. Anyway, this is a Joshua Kennedy film, and there's always a surprise of some kind in a Joshua Kennedy film. Typically, it's not a good surprise, but so far, this is wonderful. I mean, it's a nice change.
It is.
It's not Land of the Lost.
No, but I listen, Pterodactyls and Cowgirls, I mean, it doesn't get any better than that.
No,
I mean,
well,
that's fun.
It does. Two kids in a raft with their dad. How is Dad? Is he still alive?
Yeah, he's doing well.
he's well?
Yeah, he lives on an estate.
What's his name?
Spencer Milligan. And he
Spencer
calls me to
Milligan.
this day. He'll call me and go, "Hello, Wesley. This is your Papa speaking.
He speaks that way.
Yeah, he does. He does. He does voices and
wonderful.
Australian
He's
accents.
hysterical.
He's crazy.
He's a funny man. He used
It's
to
too bad
always
he doesn't
make us
like
laugh.
doing conventions.
Last time we saw him, he had a puppets. He had some puppets, and there was a cow puppet that's going, "Dad, gummit, Sid and Marty Croft. Dad, gummit, Dad, gummit." It was like,
My
it
goodness.
was very
Speaking
funny.
of Sid and Marty Croft, you just did the CroftCon,
Yeah.
We did.
and it was fun.
It was. There were people turned out in droves. It was the very first time Sid and Marty ever did. I couldn't believe it was the first time, but it was the first CroftCon, and Chris Knight from the Brady Bunch was there because the Crofts did the Brady
wonderful.
Brady
Right,
Hour, right?
right.
And Donnie and Marie and stuff like that. And we had Butch Patrick, who was in Lidsville because he was Eddie Munster.
You know, we've had Butch Patrick on this show.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Johnny Whitaker from Sigmund the Sea Monster.
I like him. I've never had him on the show yet.
He's wonderful.
Yeah, you'll really like
And you were
him.
telling me he sings.
Yeah.
He's a musician.
Well,
Well, he had an album. Johnny had an album.
Johnny had an album, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you all had bloody albums. I mean, that was like
It's
a way
true.
to
I
make
had
more
an
money.
album.
I know.
Right,
I
it's
had
a
an
way to make
album.
more money off your face.
When I first started, I was in a boy band from Motown. Can you believe that?
Boy band from Motown.
It didn't go anywhere. With her, we had.
We did not even know this until just recently, but we worked for the same record producer, Mike Curb.
Mike Curb, who became the Lieutenant Governor of California, Mike Curb
Yeah.
Congregation, which
Right.
she was
That's
in.
what I started when I was 10. And when I was 10, working
What's the
at
connection?
Wait,
Well,
when
same
I was
producer
in
for
the
Motown,
band,
Mike Curb.
I was
Right.
in his
How
band.
did this happen?
But listen to this one, how coincidental this is. I was at the Riviera, which was a really big hotel back in the day when I was 10. And he was down the street at about the same time at what hotel?
When I was later, I used to headline at Harrah's Hotel.
Headline.
Yeah.
I never headlined at bloody Harrah's. So it was a fun convention.
It was so many people there, and they had they had Sigmund the Sea. I mean, they had costume balls, and they had Puffin Stuff was there. The original Puffin
I
Stuff
love
costume.
puffin stuff.
Yeah, amazing.
Oh, how fun.
Yeah.
So do you think this will become a regular thing?
It could.
It could be.
It could. It was a huge success.
And the actual Sid and Marty Croft.
First time, yeah, they were together, and
They must be 1,000 years old.
Sid is turning 93, and Marty, I think, is 86.
He made a public appearance in 93.
Yes.
Wow.
But the coolest thing was Land of the Lost was a playground that we played on
Right.
48 years ago. And this convention, little get-together thing that we did was like we invited everybody to come to a playground that
Right.
they used to play on and we used to play on. So we all just played all day long together. You left your adult problems in life on the sidewalk, and when you stepped in, it was just playtime. We had a ball, and so did everybody else.
If only every convention could be like that.
Yeah.
You know, because remember, back when our show was on, there was only 3 networks, and other kids would wait until Saturday morning. It was their time, and the parents would sleep in or do whatever, and every kid was with a bowl of Cheerios or Captain Crunch, watching the TV, waiting for their favorite show to come on.
And yours was one of the most.
Ours was the #1 show for NBC, and it was written by the Star Trek writers.
Yeah, you'd think they would look back at this and say, you know, this is a formula that worked. Let's try it again.
Well, they tried it with the Will Ferrell movie, which, tanked.
No.
Kathy and I
That was
actually did a scene
That
with
made
Will.
fun
Yeah.
of your show. That,
Yeah.
that was
Yeah, it
like
was horrible.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I did not like that at all. In fact, if I ever meet Will Ferrell, I'm going to shake my finger in his face.
But you
I
know what?
promise.
He loved the show.
Well, I don't think it was necessarily his fault.
No.
It was just the way that they decided to go.
Anything he touches tends to rhyme.
He played a character in a movie before Land of the Lost called Marshall, Will and Holly.
Oh.
Because it's Marshall, Will, and Holly.
All right, so that's the tip of the hat.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Are you
All
going
right.
to start
I shall
singing?
give him a small degree of forgiveness based on what you just said.
Oh, okay.
All right, we're going to get back to this film. When we come back, you guys have something interesting to tell me about, right, baby?
Yes. Here, think of something quick. I have no idea what to
They
say.
will. They will. They always do.
Okay, here's what I
I was thinking.
No, I
Ooh,
don't
that is
want to
better.
tell him that story. Are you
no
crazy?
naughty
no, I'm
stories.
not. Oh,
We're
no.
a family program.
All right.
Family program.
We'll save
All
that
right,
one.
off we go back to Cowgirls and Pterodactyls. Don't go away because this film gets better. The guests get better. I get better. It's all improving. It's all uphill from here. See you soon.
Vincent. This is Jean from Dalton, Georgia, and we love your show here in the Peach State. Can you please play Fiend Without a Face, the greatest horror movie ever made? Thanks, Tell Tangela and Livingston High.
Hello, this is Livingston. Apparently, one of my newly acquired domestic duties is to request help for our show financially by asking you to visit our Patreon page. Your generosity will help keep Creature Features on the air, which I'm not entirely sure is a good thing. However, with only a few dollars a month from you, your kindness will allow us to continue creating new programming each week, which apparently some of you curiously enjoy. And should you have the desire to give even more, you might even receive a gift from Ms. Tangela. I think not. Please visit the website below to learn more. Thank you.
Show me your boot. That is incredible. My goodness.
You know what? The last
Do they make them in
time
man size?
they could. They could.
Well, of course they could. Do they?
Yes, I think
Women
they
have the
may.
best boots in the world, men.
I
what
really,
do we get?
I'm
Yes.
glad that you like these because these are my favorite.
They
and
look
they-
comfortable as well.
They're super comfortable. Are you done
Amazing.
oohing and awing over
No,
them?
one more second. Welcome to another episode of Kathy Coleman's Boots. Tonight we're looking at this wonderful pair of brown and black. I don't know what, but they're fantastic. And
Yes.
no, I would buy women's boots if I could.
Yeah.
But they never make them my size. You know, I'm hoping one day I could like say I'm a very large woman. Is it possible you have a size 12?
And just put your hair up on top of your head.
That would be nice. Right? No. I've been called ma'am before. It would not be the first time. Would not be the first time at all. Welcome back to the show. We are watching Cowgirls versus Pterodactyls with the wonderful Kathy Coleman and Wesley Yore, who were formerly on Land of the Lost. Really quick on this movie. The
School teacher's husband.
what do you call a school teacher's husband?
Oh my God.
Whoosh.
Bird bait.
Well, she's a mom, right? What do you call the husband of the marm?
The mom, it's the marmalade.
The marmalade.
Yes, that's it.
You know, we could go several directions with that one.
Absolutely,
I like that.
yes,
No.
yes.
Lady Marmalade.
I think you missed your calling. You should have been a comedy writer.
Really? I hear something. What?
There it is. When opportunity knocks, open the door. All right, well, speaking of opportunity, I want to hear, you know, we've heard her story twice about how she did the whole Land of the Lost thing and how she felt as a young woman
Right.
being portrayed as like the most attractive woman on
Oh gosh.
Saturday
Here
morning.
we go again. Oh,
right?
Kathy.
I
Can I
did
can I
not
just
say
say something?
those things.
And when we do these shows, conventions, if I had a nickel for real, if for every little boy that comes up and says, "You were my first crush," I had
But
the
they
biggest
aren't
crush
little
on
boys
you.
anymore. They're
I know. Yes, they're
older men.
yes, and
My
they still
goodness.
come up and go, "Hey."
Have you had any proposals?
That's
There's a story behind that laugh.
well, think of some of the characters in the movie we're watching tonight. So that's all I'm going to say.
All right, all
Yes.
right. Nope.
There's
completely
been a few pterodactyls.
Oh my goodness. All right. Enough said. So I want to hear the same story from you. So you're a young man.
I was on Days of Our Lives. I was playing Mike Horton, which I did for about a decade, and they were both
decade?
a decade.
My goodness.
And they were both NBC shows, and NBC let me do both shows. So in the mornings, I would film all my scenes on Days of Our Lives. For 3 years it went on.
Right.
And everybody on the soap opera hated me because I got to go in the morning and do all my scenes and leave. They had to wait around for me to finish. So in the morning, I'm crying that my girlfriend is, leaving me. The mafia is after me. I'm having all these problems and all this stuff. And then in the afternoon, I'm on Land of the
You
Lost.
just became that character for a moment.
I did.
Did you see that? That was amazing.
It's like,
It's like he turned the character on.
yeah.
This man's an impressive actor.
It's the overacting in me. And,
That's wonderful. All right.
But so in the morning, I'm crying about my girlfriend and stuff, all that. And then I run over to the Hollywood studio. So in the morning, I'm crying. In the afternoon, I'm going, run, Holly, run. There's a pakuni and a dinosaur. And that was my schizophrenic thing. So it was, crying in the morning.
How did you
and screaming.
survive that?
Listen, it was
He's a glutton for punishment.
I would have gone mad.
It was the best. I was the luckiest guy in the world. I'm a little kid from Hattiesburg, Mississippi, that suddenly found myself in this world.
Right.
That, and my family were all educators. And when I told them I wanted to be an actor when I was 5, they go, yeah, right, really? And
Well,
here
you
I
shared
was.
them.
Yeah. But it was amazing. I mean, I just was so lucky. I really was.
So who did you go up against when you auditioned for that program, Land of the Lost?
Nobody.
Nobody. They said, we want Wesley.
That's
it.
Right.
It's that what happened.
That's nice.
I went to
Not
a
me.
pool party.
You had to fight.
I was invited to a pool party at Sid Croft's house. I didn't know Sid. I
Right.
just got into Hollywood. One of my best friends was his friend. He said, we're going to Sid Croft's house. Who? Okay. And I walked into Sid's, we're by the pool. Sid comes up to me and he goes, I've got a new show. We're auditioning on Monday. Here's the casting director's name. Call her on Monday. You're coming in. And Sid just said, I walked in the door. NBC said, that's the guy. And I didn't have to audition anymore, and they cast everyone around me. That's why Spencer Milligan, who played
That's
my dad, looks like
fantastic.
me.
Wow.
And I read with Kathy. She came in, I think, 6 times, right?
Seven.
Seven times.
And on like my third one, I went in and I'd worked with Phil once before.
Who's
Chaka?
Right.
And he's sitting in the office and I was like, what are you doing here? And he goes, I'm auditioning for this show called Land of the Lost. I'm
fun.
like, no way.
And listen, the best story about these guys, listen, Phil and Kathy had played brother and sister in a commercial
Right.
for Cheez-Its like a few years before, and they're in a Volkswagen thing sitting in the back of the seat, and their parents are driving the car, and they sing a song together.
Have I ever sang it for you?
No.
Can we?
Go.
Okay,
Okay, you gonna help me?
I'll see if I can remember. This is Phil's part. Remember,
Right.
remember, they're like 5 and 6 year old kids, right?
Right.
So
Okay.
here we go. Okay.
Okay. I like munching.
I like crunching.
We like eating Cheez-Its. Great cheese taste in every bite.
We like eating Cheez-Its.
So I like munching.
I like crunching.
We like eating Cheez-Its. I love the wild taste of cheese.
More Cheez-Its, please.
They're great crunching crackers.
I have no response to that. No, that was fantastic. That was absolutely fantastic.
And you can see it on YouTube. You can find the two of them actually doing this commercial.
That is incredible. We're going to try to find this. All right, what do you say we get back to this film?
Okay.
Yes.
And we come back, perhaps you'll do another jingle for us.
Would you like to look at my boots somewhere?
Yes.
She has soul.
She has wonderful soul.
Yeah,
She's got
she
two
does.
of them. 2 of them. All right, let's get back to crocodiles. I almost said crocodiles. Let's get back to Cowgirls versus Pterodactyls. And when we come back, we're going to have more fun with Wesley and Kathy. Don't go away.
Come on, Mr. Livingston, it'll be fun. It's just a quick photo. You just act like you're going over the waterfall. You put your hands up in the air, you scream. And we just, we're just pretending. You just go over the waterfall, you throw your hands up in the air and you scream.
You got Captain Grumpy Pants here.
Oh, I know. Come on. It's not that bad.
Come on,
Okay?
Grumpy Pants.
It's a great picture. They come out wonderful. You'll love it.
I won't
All right.
love it at all.
No, you will. You will. You'll love it. It's fun.
Mr. Livingston, you have to put the yellow.
Oh, not
no, the
that.
life jackets you have to put on. It's safe going over the waterfall, and I'm telling you, it'll be a beautiful fashion statement.
Yeah,
You'll love
they
it.
look- they look
Okay,
fabulous.
please. please start with me because we are not responsible if you drown. Okay? So put this on. There we go. I'll get the raft with you guys.
Okay.
And this is on Land of the Lost. You see a waterfall. Marshall, Will, and Holly on a routine expedition met the greatest earthquake I've ever known. High on the rapids, it struck their tiny raft and plunged them down 1,000 feet below. Like, hands in the air. Like, ready? Okay, Andrew, come on.
Hey,
come on, Holly. Let's go.
Tangela, come on. Come get in the raft.
Yeah, come on. Come on. All right, it's fun. Here we go. So, okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Get in the raft.
Yay! Whee! Like a waterfall, right, Andrew? Whoa! Whoa! Come on! Whoa! Whoa!
Come on.
Come on! Come on! Hop in with us. We got room in here. Hop in. Go whoa!
Oh no!
Oh no! No!
Oh no! 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 No!
Oh no! 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 No!
Tangela.
No! Not a raft.
Oh
Does that mean we're done? This portion of Creature Features is brought to you by CreatureFeatureStore.com, the official merchandiser of Creature Feature accessories.
Welcome back. You are watching Creature Features, and on Creature Features, we are watching Cowgirls versus Pterodactyls. And we are joined by the cast of Land of the Lost. Wesley,
Yes.
what do you think of this film?
The guns, the pistols, they look like the little cap guns I had back in like the 50s and 60s, you know?
They might have been.
Exactly.
No,
High
this is a
budgets.
low-budget film, if you could believe that. Yeah, our viewers may not know that this was a low-budget film.
I mean, the cost of feeding those pterodactyls alone on the line must have been enormous. I mean, my goodness.
right.
Yeah.
And you know, cowgirls can eat like crazy.
Yeah,
They,
but
you know, they wouldn't be cowgirls if they couldn't eat, right? I mean,
yes, I mean, all the dinosaurs we had at Land of the Lost, the studios, they stepped on the cars in the parking lot. It wasn't pretty, you know. Yeah.
You know, I would love to have a pet dinosaur, and I'll tell you why. It'd be the only animal on this property that would keep Tangela in check. Maybe it'd have to be the big one, the Tyrannosaurus Rex, right?
Yes.
Grumpy.
What was his name? Grumpy.
Grumpy.
Yeah.
So I heard you guys at conventions sing your theme song.
A billion times.
Come on, you've got to do it for our audience.
And they've probably most likely already heard us if they showed up at any of our conventions.
You could come on, you could do it.
We hear shut up.
No,
all the
do it,
time.
do it, do it.
Every
You have to do
celebrity, every celebrity that's sitting next to us, like Lou Ferrigno or somebody will be sitting next to us, and they'll hear this song over and over. They go, "Could you please keep it down?"
Well, I have not heard it, so I will not say such a thing. Unless
Okay,
you guys
so
would
first
do it.
one, the opening.
Opening.
Ready?
Okay,
Real quick.
let's do it quickly, right?
Okay.
Marshall, Will, and Holly
on a routine expedition met the greatest earthquake ever known.
High on the rapids, it struck their tiny raft.
And plunged them down 1,000 feet below to the land of the lost.
To the land of the lost. And then Grumpy goes, roar. And the closing goes, when I look all around, I can't believe the things I found. Now I need to find my way. I'm lost, find me living in the land of the lost. Living in the land of the lost. Sid and Marty Craw.
And he always goes,
That's
starring
amazing.
Wesley.
Come on, you guys. Give him a hand. That was wonderful.
Thank you.
My
I actually
goodness.
sang those songs on the TV series.
Did you really?
Well, I did. Did you know that? That's unbelievable, isn't it?
That's the first time
You know,
I've ever
you're
heard
both
that.
harmonizing. You must practice, like on the bus on tour.
No, we've only done this maybe, I don't know,
8 billion times?
8 billion times.
So I've seen you at conventions more than once, and you know, of all the booths and tables, yours is always the most entertaining.
Because we interact with the fans. We take them on a routine expedition.
But there's nothing routine at all about it.
We
No.
bring
Well, it's
props
our
for
routine.
Slee stack heads, which I know Kathy brought for another show once.
That
a year.
was wonderful,
The
right.
green Slee stack head. We bring
Right.
skulls and all sorts of wonderful things.
You know, and those are just props. It's you that make it seems, by, you know, being so nice to these people, and you actually play with them.
But you
Well,
know,
it's a win-win. You know, it's
Yeah.
no fun to just sign an autograph and go, thank you. And then the next one, that's boring.
Right.
So we
No,
play
or if
and
you're
they
like
play.
Lou Ferrigno, who's like Mr. Grumpy, he should
No,
put a
he's
grumpy
nice.
dinosaur suit on because he's always so grumpy.
At Dragon Con, Lou sat next to us for 5 days. And the first 2 days, he was like, who are these people? Like, rah, rah, rah.
A lot of celebrities
Right.
feel
But
that
by,
way
by
at
the
first.
third day, because he saw all the fans and they were so emotional and we were getting lots of people were coming up. And he finally went, so tell me about who you guys are. And he finally realized who we were from Land of the
Well, he
Lost.
should.
And he became he became such a pal.
Oh, he
we
did?
had more
All
fun.
right.
Yes, we had a great time.
Yeah,
with him.
all the celebrities feel at the beginning like, oh my God, I don't know if I could do this all day with these guys. But then you see it happen. They transform into this other thought process of if I can't beat them, join them.
Right.
So they'll even do the when we go over.
We
that.
were in Dallas with the Back to the Future cast. It was a reunion of Back to the Future, all the cast of Back to the Future. And finally, by the middle of the second day, we go, the plunging down 1,000 feet below, and the entire room of celebrities would go, ah!
My goodness.
It was
How
great.
fun. How fun. Well, what do you say we wrap up this film and then we find out what you guys do next?
Great.
Sounds good.
Good. All right. Off we go back to Cowgirls versus Pterodactyls. I wonder how it's going to end.
I'm so scared.
Me too. See you soon.
This brief moment of tranquility has been brought to you by Nightscape. Relax and sleep better every single night with this and other videos from our free YouTube channel. Learn more by visiting nightscape.co today.
And so brings the rocks down on Cowgirls versus Pterodactyls. What do you think of this film, Tangela? You like it? Why? Oh, yeah, she likes all of Joshua Kennedy's films. No, well, they're all like wonderfully ridiculous, is what they are. So it's not the typical slop we serve here. This is quality compared to what we typically show. So this is nice. And then I think she liked it because of the whole explosive thing. You know, she's got a degree in explosives. She knows how to, she can blow anything up. If you need something blown up.
We bring a raft to the shows.
Maybe my Instagram.
Oh, well, you know, we had that little incident with the raft. We won't talk about that. No blowing up. No more blowing up
No,
rafts.
it needs to be blown up every time.
Oh.
That's the kind of blow up,
Yeah,
not
she's
explode.
quite the
blow
wit.
up.
Yes, yes, yes.
Quite the
I
wordsmith.
particularly want a Terry. I would like to have that as a pet. And
Right.
I'd like the little pterodactyl.
Right,
That would,
right.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
kind of
that'd
nice,
be-
I think, yeah.
Until it grew into a big one. It'd be like these people who have pet baby alligators,
right.
and they flush them down the toilet.
Exactly.
That's all. I never did this, but this is a story I've read. That's why
And
there's
they
so
get
many in
big
Florida.
and in New
Yeah,
York
they-
City,
they
they were
flush
in
them
the
Right.
underground.
Right. Can you imagine?
No.
You go down in the sewage system to have a nice day, and there's a bloody alligator.
Yeah, that's what I want to
Yeah.
do.
Oh, yeah, let's go
I'll
have a
meet you
picnic.
there.
I can't wait. Yeah.
All right, let's talk about you guys. What are you guys doing next? You first.
I executive produced a new documentary with a famous ghost hunter called Ross Allison and a scientist, Chad Goodwin, who has the patent for the flux capacitor.
No.
And it's called Parasense, the Naked Experiments. And it's a scientist developing new technologies to prove touch with ghosts. And the results are startling. We have two people that actually, you see their skins before the experiments in an abandoned prison in Tennessee, and the blood that gets scratched It's frightening.
This is more frightening than this film. Maybe we should have watched that tonight instead of Cowgirls. So you say you produced this?
Yes, I did.
How wonderful. When's it coming out?
It's out now. It's on Scare Network, but we just had it in a couple of theaters in Portland.
There's something called Scare Network.
Yeah, it's brand new that I just found out.
Do you
about.
suppose they might could use a horror host show program of some kind? Scare. That's where we should be, right? Scare Network.
I think that would be a great idea.
Well, we tried the Hallmark Channel, and they said that we were not quite the right fit.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
No. What about you, Miss Coleman? What are you going to do next?
Well, we have a couple of shows lined up.
I imagine you have many shows lined up.
Well, we have a couple of like weekend shows, and then we have a show later on in the year that we do, and it's like our summer camp, and we bunk together.
We
even.
do.
And,
How fun.
It's the best of for 7 years. I mean, people think, do you really like each other? And we actually, for a whole week, every year, we'd get 2 queen beds, and we have the best time. We laugh and
We
giggle.
Where do you
giggle
do
all
this?
night and laugh.
Where?
In Las Vegas.
How wonderful.
Yeah, for Star
So
Trek.
that'll
Yeah, this big
that
Star Trek
keeps us
convention.
busy.
Right.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
And of course, conventions all day long.
But in her
all the
book,
time.
I mean, her book is doing really well, and she's been
that's right. No, that's a
talking
wonderful
and
book.
lecturing around the country for Run Holly Run, which she stole my line, by the way.
I did not.
No, yes, she did. No, I
He
gotta tell
lies.
you. No,
He's
wait.
always
Tell me,
trying to
tell
one up
me.
me.
No, listen.
Always trying
always.
to one up me.
So, in Land of the Lost, she got, because I was older, so at the end of every scene, I'd make sure I was the last person to leave the scene, and I would be running
he
the
was
scene,
horrible.
and I would do the final look to get the look,
He
right?
would push me in the bushes.
And she
That's
caught
terrible.
on. She caught on with about the second year.
Right.
So when her book came out, Run Holly Run by Kathy Coleman.
Right.
She handed me, "Look, Wesley, look at my book," and I go, "Kathy, I have top billing." Because on the top of the book, it's the quote that I had for Kathy's book.
Right.
my-
It said, it's a
my
quote.
blurb.
Yeah, it's a blurb for the review, and it said Wesley Ewer, and it's a little print, but it's the top billing. I said, for the
Once
rest of your life,
again.
I will have top billing on your book.
My goodness.
He's just always
He's
pushing me in
cruel
the
like
bushes.
an actual big brother.
He's always pushing me in the bushes.
He's an actual big brother.
Yeah, he is.
How wonderful.
He would turn around and look at the camera and say his last line, and you'd see me falling into the bushes. Until I got smart.
She
goodness.
did. Maybe she remember. She's 12 years old, so by the time she's 13, she's got my game, and she would try to push me away. Oh look, Will, there's a dinosaur.
And
Yeah,
last
we
line.
need to have both of you back because we're only getting a small portion of the story here.
Oh, you don't know the half of it.
Right. No. Well, I thought I knew the half of it with you on.
Yeah.
Of course, some of it we can't say it's court ordered, but that's a whole nother story. No, we just can't.
How about some websites? How do people learn more if they want to
Wesley
like, use a
Ewer,
computer?
EURE.com.
Wesley Eure.
EURE and
.com.
Facebook and everything. Twitter and Instagram.
And then you have one as well, right?
Yes, I'm on Facebook
What-
and
no,
I'm on
Facebook.
Twitter.
You don't have like an official.
Website, you know what? I am not the most tech savvy person.
You should not be. You should not need to be. You're an author, an actress.
I like more
Technical
the artsy
guru is
things.
not fit into that
No,
description.
and I make a lousy secretary.
Well, no. Your talents lie in being Holly and running. From
Can I
him.
just- I got to tell you, the third season when we lose our dad, the first episode, we lost our dad, Aftershock, and Kathy's crying, and I just saw the episode, and you forget what an amazing actress she was as a kid, and she's bawling in this scene, and you can't help but sob. If you get Land of the Lost, see the third season, the first episode, watch the performance of this amazing actress. It's really extraordinary.
Well, I think you're both amazing. And you better come back on the show next time you're in the area,
Yeah,
right?
and by the way, I love your house. This is the most extraordinary house I've ever been in.
You know, we were thinking of turning it into a museum, and we did like a small test drive, and she started injuring the guests. So we're going to try something different. But thank you for the wonderful compliment. All right, you two, thank you again very much for coming on the show, and
Thank you.
hopefully we will
Thank you for having us.
see you again soon. As far as you guys go, I hope you had fun tonight. I know I did. I know Tangela did. Maybe these two did. We'll soon find out. In any case, thank you so much for watching the show. We will see you next week. Different guest, different movie. Don't know who, don't know what, but it'll be fun. We love you. See you next time. So, Land of the Lost people, I've got a plan, an idea. If we were to make another Land of the Lost film, do you think there'd be like a place in this film for a character like me?
We don't have any rock stars in the Land of the Lost.
Just rocks.